What's goody, man? We finna get into some Lil Durk brother. Bro, y'all know D-Thing, Lil Durk brother. Let's dive deep into it. Let's go.
Oh, face! Show your face, please! With Durk on top!
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, make sure you check us out on Patreon at www.patreon.com/hookah_anonymous. You guys been telling us to create one for the longest, so we recently created a community where we will upload videos that we can't share on YouTube due to their guidelines. We'll also be dropping the latest and follow us there. Now, without further ado, let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, so we've been getting this video sent to us for the past day or two, and the reason I wasn't trying to react to it is because I'd be lying if I said that this video looks like it was actually D-Thing, but being that people are inquiring about it, then we're going to get into it. Now, according to many posts on social media, they're saying that the shooting footage of the night Lil Durk's brother D-Thing was shot and unalive have officially been released. Now, I don't know how they got this footage or how it's just now being released, being that D-Thing was unalive 5 years ago, back in 2021, but here we are. Now, before we get into everything, for y'all that don't know, Chicago rapper Lil Durk's brother, who went by the name of Money Making D-Thing, was shot and unalive in Chicago back in June of 2021. Now, according to reports, D-Thing was shot outside of Club O in Harvey, Illinois at approximately 12:20 p.m. on June 6th of 2021. Cook County officials state that he was found deceased on the 7900 block of South Loomis Boulevard, where we haven't got a clear explanation as to what happened and what led to the shooting, but it said that D-Thing have gotten into it with a group of guys inside of the venue, which spilled outside of the venue, and as he was in the parking lot on his way to leave, he was shot in his head and unalived by a single gunshot. Now, it's been an ongoing investigation, and although the police have never charged anyone officially for the shooting, the streets have been talking about who did what and who had some type of affiliation. This is where allegations such as the one accusing another man by the name of Maxx, who was shot and unalive back in 2022, it's been claimed that Maxx may have had involvement in the unaliving of Durk's brother, and this is what led to his death as he was leaving the Youth Peace Center on January 27th, 2022. Now, it said that two men would ambush him as he was walking through the parking lot. He would lose his life due to his injuries later on, and two men will be ultimately charged for the shooting, who goes by the name of Anthony Montgomery Wilson and Preston Powell. The feds believe that there was a bounty placed on Max's head for the unaliving of D-Thing by his brother Lil Durk, and according to them, they have evidence to back up those claims. One of the evidence would claim that while incarcerated, one of the suspects, who happened to be Wilson, admitted to an undercover inmate that him and his co-defendant was paid off by OTF affiliates to take Max's life. He even broke down the dollar amount he received and how much he was supposed to receive as well. Then the feds will also have text messages between the two co-defendants where they allegedly speak on receiving money from Durk, along with timestamps on when everything is supposed to take place. Now, on top of that, they have the other co-defendant Powell admitting that there was a bounty placed on Max's head, but that's all they told us in regarding to Powell. So there's no telling how much more he said. However, the OTF trial is said to be in August if it doesn't get pushed back again, so I'm sure we will be finding out more details pertaining to that case, because as y'all know, they are also trying to state that Lil Durk paid for that hit of Maxx, and he was charged with it as well, allegedly. So we'll be hearing more about that, but now that y'all got the backstory pertaining to D-Thing and his unaliving, let's get into the video. Now, of course,
Man, we know he paid for that shit. Oh, bro. Well, we ain't going for the talk about that shit.
of course, we can't show everything due to YouTube and their guidelines, but we're going to show what we can. In the meantime, make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button, hype the video so we can get into the algorithm, and if you not subscribed to the platform already, make sure you do so now. Let's get into it. Hold up, y'all. There's no way you're watching this video for free right now, but you could be getting paid while doing nothing except for Now, I've never been inside Club O, And honestly, that video don't seem like he was inside of any club, but according to reports, they're claiming that that was a video taken just moments before his passing outside of Club O. Now, if that was in fact the inside, then we see exactly why what transpired. Someone of D-Thing's stature should never be in a setting like that, and it's stating that it wasn't even too far from his ops territory, but I'm not sure how true that is. But they also...
Man, not only that, he shouldn't even, like, boy, your ass should be somewhere, like, where the billionaires at, like in the millionaires or something, in the millionaires part. What the fuck you doing over there? That look like a kickback.
Said that D-Thing was known to still promote parties in Chicago, despite him being who he was, and his brother being Little Durk. Now, I don't know if maybe he just felt comfortable because of who he was and who he was associated with, but there's never any moment to feel comfortable in the streets, no matter who you are. It's no telling who may have spotted him or who may have called or whatever. But as we seen with 051 Melly's brother, he was literally leaving a venue that was full of family members as they celebrated his father coming home, and yet he was still gunned down just feet away from the venue in less than 10 minutes of exiting. And I think actually less than 5. So that just goes to show that no matter who you are, where you are, you have to be on point. Most people think the further you go out to party, the safer you are. But if everyone is walking around with that same ideology, then it defeats the purpose because everyone is doing it. So you're bound to bump into somebody that may be a op. So with that being said, let's get into the video where people are claiming D-Thing getting shot standing outside. And I'll tell y'all why I feel this isn't the actual footage. Y'all check this out. Now, for one, as y'all can see in the video, where they're saying was his last moments, he didn't have on a white t-shirt, he had on a black shirt. On top of that, they claim everything happened in the parking lot. But that wasn't a parking lot neither. And I think he would have more common sense, whereas him being who he is, if he was just getting into it with somebody, he wouldn't be just standing around on the corner, back turned and unaware, to where he would be that vulnerable knowing he just got into it with people. And I keep saying this because once again, he's money making D-Thing and his brother is Little Durk. So there's certain things he can and cannot do that regular people can, but him being who he is, he may have to take more precaution on doing certain things. And I'm sure he was well aware of that. Now, whether this video is real or not, I've always asked, where were the guys that was with him when all of this took place? Right? For one, he was with a couple guys, but the main objective, knowing that you're with somebody like that who is D-Thing, is to protect him. So with everything going on,
he supposed to have like about 12, 15 security guards swarming, 20 security guards swarming around him. What the fuck, man?
How was someone able to approach him so easily where he was shot in his head by a single shot and nobody was on point? The second question is this. This is Chicago. How was this man able to unalive D-Thing and get away just scot-free? Who knows? But another thing guys gotta stop doing is when y'all go out places, no pictures, no videos, no none of that until y'all left the venue in a safe manner. No, we don't know what happened verbatim, but just speaking in general where we see...
Hey, my fault for stopping the video, but shit, post that shit a week later that you did that shit. I did that shit a week ago, and I just posted it now, though. Bro, do it like that.
Countless of times where these guys go out to party, someone records, then suddenly shortly after someone loses their life outside. Either that, or sometimes you got guys that drop their own location unknowingly sometimes, or sometimes knowingly, because they think they're being safe, not knowing that somebody could spot you off the smallest, slightest thing that there is in that picture. Whether you're taking a video, you on live and they see a corner or they see a store they're familiar with, you'd be surprised how small the things are that somebody could identify that could pinpoint your actual location. And like I said before, we're not sure if that is the reason why somebody got their location or what. But to eliminate that even being an option, I think it should just be stopped, especially if you know you are a figure outside and you got ops. With that being said, y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Do y'all think the footage was even real? Do y'all think it's D-Thing? How do y'all feel about the whole situation, period, man? Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.
I don't know. I don't think that was the real footage, though. Shit. I don't think.
So,
all right, y'all. We finna get into some Drewski real quick. Let's dive deep into it.
The BET Awards went down last night and it was absolutely crazy. Okay, our guy Drewski was hosting and he did not mess around. He revived his skit character, the preacher, the Gucci down preacher, as he floated into the arena wearing red bottoms. He was stepping in the blood of Jesus Christ. I got all the best clips from the BET Awards in this video. I'm going to break it all down for you, but this is how it all went off. It went off. It just went off to a great start. Look at this.
Stupid as hell.
Hey, man. I got this Gucci on because we all Gucci on God. We Gucci on God. Hey, man. Hey, put me down in the word of God. What goes up must come down, amen.
It was crazy, okay? So, look, there was also a protest, right? This was a crazy crossover because Chud the Builder's best friend, his close confidant, okay, one of his biggest supporters, Jake Lang, all right, the J6er, the reformed J, not reformed, the J6, the current former J6er, all right, Jake Lang, he popped out to protest and he claimed that I was nearly murdered by a violent black mob outside the BET Awards. Just when we thought that things couldn't get better after that Drewski skit, they're saying they're gonna they was about to beat the brakes off of Jake Lang.
Damn.
It just can't get any better. So they smashed a glass bottle over him that shattered and cut his face, angry face.
Damn.
So they ganged up on us like a pack of wild hyenas. I'm now bleeding badly and cut everywhere and on the way to the hospital. So it wasn't just Drewski that was stepping in the blood of Jesus Christ, but Jake Lang was also had some red bottoms by the time they were done with it.
Yeah.
Get off me. Don't touch me.
It's a domestic terrorist. He's a domestic terrorist. Getting violent. Domestic terrorist. I wish you would. I wish the fuck you would. I wish the fuck you would. Pick him up. They go pick him up.
They didn't put a traffic going on his head, man. This is just, bro, Drewski must have written this skit too. So look, all right, he definitely was not Gucci on God, all right? Things would actually get progressively worse for him, all right? This was the real BET Awards. I need to give some awards to some black people for this one, all right? But look, this is what was going on. It's a suspected white supremacist, Jake Lang, thought it was a good idea to have him and his crew of white supremacists come to Los Angeles and hold an anti-black protest at the BET Awards of all places. Jake and his crew were immediately ran off the block while they were getting punched on, kicked on, slapped on, and whooped on while their racist signs were getting snatched from them. This is just, bro, it's crazy.
He's gonna beat his ass. Kicked the shit out of his ass.
So look, they got him out of there, right? Eventually, things got so bad he did actually
But nah, though, what you think was gonna happen showing up there? Like, nigga, you ain't safe, nigga. Get the fuck on somewhere.
have to leave. Okay, he did actually have to leave. At least he didn't fly out of there like Drewski. But it got so bad for him. Look at him. He had to hop onto a pickup truck and leave, which is just so on brand for him. Oh no. The way that sign hit him killed me, bro. The way that sign, oh my, I did see that again. The way that sign hit him. Oh my god.
What?
So look, back inside the arena while this nonsense was going on, okay, Drewski was making a mockery of some people who definitely deserve it. He did a cosplay as Jay-Z with the afro. Must have taken four bottles of Sacred to achieve this look, all right? This is Drewski roasting Jay-Z at the BET Awards. The king of roast shows up and gets straight for Jay-Z live on air. Ice Cube was hosting and Drewski arrived in full Jay-Z mode. The whole crowd loosed it with laughter. Brutal and hilarious, all right? Let's see.
Homie.
Hell no, boy.
He is hilarious, man. Shout out to Drewski. He
Yeah,
also went on
stupid.
a hilarious tirade against Ray J, all right? Ray J, who previously said he was dying only to show up looking perfect. Ray J looks in great health. He looks better than ever, all right? But I thought he was going to die a minute ago. Look at this.
Do that, man. Do that. No, I did.
Man, listen, bro, he was hilarious. He absolutely went crazy with it, okay? So he brought the whole Could Have Been records out to BT, had a whole live audition segment in the show. This was pretty brilliant as well. Look at what he did. He was getting his brand all up in there. That was quite a smart move. Now, early in the show, Drewski was warning people exactly what would happen if their speeches went too long. This is what he said, okay?
Oh, my bad. I forgot this church. And my last church announcement is that you can have no long speeches, no struggle stories. Rappers, we know your teacher told you ain't gonna be shit, and I agree, you ain't gonna be shit. Just keep it pushing. Listen, if you don't abide by the 30-second speech rule, this is what you will be hearing from Brother Kenneth Whalum. Yep. Thank your mama, thank God, and don't forget to thank me. And get your ass off that stage. All right, Kenneth. God damn. All right, man. Now that we all on the same page, let's get this show started. Make some noise. Oh, my bad.
So
this church.
that unfortunately is what ended up happening to Doechii and SZA. I'm not gonna lie. I think it was justified, okay? But TD Punch called him out, all right, for this, calling it a stunt. But really, they was waffling, bro. They said you got limited time. This wasn't, bro. This ain't no podcast, man. You get your award, get out of there, okay? Come on. All right. So Punch TD talking about this dude Drewski, weird for that sack stunt, bro. Get your artist to wrap it up, bro. That's all we need, bro. We're trying to make this punch, right? No pun intended. But anyway, okay, here's actually the winners. All right, this is actually kind of what went down. You can get a little gist of who did well over there, okay? The Viewer's Choice Award went to Mariah the Scientist, Burning Blue. She was definitely burning after one too many nights with Young Thug Man, but you know what I'm saying? I guess she stuck it out. Best Female R&B Pop Artist, all right, Kalani. Best Male R&B Pop Artist, Leon Thomas. I ain't gonna lie, I never heard a song by him. Clips won the Best Group, all right? I didn't realize this was the BET Awards 2005, but okay, you got French Montana and Max B there too, so I must have got a time machine. Nas and DJ Premier, that's crazy, bro. What year is this? Best Collaboration, Chains and Whips with Clips and Kendrick Lamar. I mean, shit, it's a quiet year because I'm thinking, did that really get Best Collaboration? Not only that, but this song old as fuck. How long ago did this come out? But hey, you gotta give it to him, man. You gotta give it to him, you know what I'm saying? Kendrick Lamar with Best Male Hip Hop Artist. Now that now is like, you know, they must have already paid for that win all the way back when that Drake beef was going on. Because right now Drake's got it. Let's be real. Let's not just lie to ourselves and just put out nonsense, right? Like Drake got it right now, okay? But it's like they must have prepaid for all of these wins. You know what I'm saying? TD, all them guys, you know, the UMG, all of that. They must have prepaid, all right? And I no doubt Kendrick Lamar ain't popping up to this event. Cardi B, Best Female Hip Hop Artist. I think I can get behind that, all right? I think I can get behind that. I mean, look at the selection here. It's kind of all the big names that you would expect.
Okay,
I would give it to Cardi B too, if I'm honest with you. I feel like that's respectable. Yeah. Video of the Year, Folded by Kalani. Can't say I've seen it. All right. Is it just all women? Oh, they got Luther in there. I might have given that to Luther. I guess they didn't prepay for that one, but I probably would give that to Luther. But video director of the year, Taylor.
I don't like the Man Awards. That shit, yeah.
Spike Taylor. I didn't know she was. I didn't know she was making videos. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? They got Cactus Jack on there. Definitely not him. Hype Williams is a real video director. Cole Bennett as well. Like, I feel like Director X legendary too, but I think, you know what I'm saying, I would probably give it to Cole Bennett if it was me, but I don't know what Teyana Taylor had going on, but hey, she took it home. All right. Best new artist, Olivia Dean. Can't say I've heard a single thing. I would give it to Belly Gang Cushington just off the strength of Drewski's impression of him. But Ray, these new artists, like, are we okay? All right, best new artist. All right, album of the year. Let God Sort 'Em Out by the Clips.
What?
I mean, where's all the other good albums? Where's that good album that everybody has been listening to nonstop for months? Where's that album? Oh, it's not there. Oh, it's not. Oh, okay. Can we put Kendrick's album on there again? Can we just throw that on there again from last year?
Man, I guess I've been under a rock or something because I ain't never heard this song, really. I ain't gonna lie to you. What the fuck?
Yeah, why don't we just put all Kendrick albums on there? Headphones, they're saying this was the best gospel inspirational award. Lecrae, shout out to Lecrae, man. You know what? I got to give it to people, right? This category doesn't get the love that it deserves, but folks that are making some good, positive, uplifting music, okay, and Lecrae definitely been kind of holding the flag for the gospel music in the rap game for a while. I got to give him respect for that. Best actress, Tiana Taylor. Let's just give her all the award. I don't even know what she got going on. I'm gonna have to go and do my homework into that, okay? But fair play. Michael B. Jordan won best actor. All right. He be killing shit. I'm not gonna lie. Michael B. Jordan be killing stuff. So I got to give him his flowers. Damson Idris definitely doing his thing. Denzel Washington, obviously a legend of the game too. They got the Young Stars Award, Jazzy's World TV, Northwest. You know what I'm saying? I don't know some of these ones. I'm not gonna do my research into them because that'd be kind of weird. But you know what I'm saying? That's good. They got their little kiddie section. You know what I'm saying? It's Hollywood and all that. Best movie, Sinners by Michael B. Jordan. Haven't seen it yet.
I seen that.
But it's cool.
I liked it.
I watched him the other day. I really liked him. Him got really bad reviews, but I actually thought him was fire. Haven't seen any of these other films, to be honest with you. Sportswoman of the Year, Aja Wilson, I guess female basketball player. A lot of basketball stars in here. The women's basketball. I've been to see the women's basketball not too long ago. I thought it was really good. So shout out to the women with the basketball. Jalen Brunson won Sportsman of the Year, doing his thing. I ain't gonna lie, I don't really follow sports like that. Steph Curry on there, LeBron James, Shadur Sanders. I don't follow sports like that. BET Her Award, just for her. So is this the one that they interrupted to try and get him off stage? Is the Her Award just for like the top female, the top woman? You're just her, like him, but like you just her. Fashion Gang got Tiana Taylor won the whole thing. She basically won everything. They got ASAP Rocky on there, so this is like the thong owners award section, I guess. The Pulse Award went to Drewski. Shout out to Drewski, hosted the whole thing. They might as well have given it to him. I can't believe they would have a despicable drink spiker like Charlemagne the God on here, though. That's disgraceful. Can't believe they would throw him on there. Definitely keep your drinks away from Charlemagne the God. Keep your lid on your drinks at all times. Okay, definitely got to look out for him. On the Radar being on there is kind of cool. That's very interesting. But anyway, folks, that was the BET Awards, man. It was pretty lit. It was a pretty great event. I got to give it to them, man. They put on a sterling event, and Drewski hosting it. I think that was a brilliant move. So yeah, I hope you found that breakdown useful. Just a quick little deep dive into what was going on with that. And I'm going to be back with some more videos today. I've got a whole bunch of topics I'm going to get into.
Yeah, I low-key missed the awards. I wanted to see it. I guess I'll watch the rerun. Right?
What Joe Budden and
all right, y'all. Oh shit, we finna get into some Joe Budden real quick. Let's go.
his manager just did to their own fans is really unforgivable. This is some nasty stuff. Joe has this manager called Ian. Ian is like the mastermind behind Joe Budden's success. He's the reason why Joe Budden even started Patreon, the podcast. Ian is the mastermind of all the strategies that you have seen implemented to make Joe Budden make $1 million a month on that Patreon. So when Joe Budden found out that Twitter was getting rid of the Twitter communities, it was a no-brainer that Ian would be who he enlisted to help him figure out how to navigate from here. Joe Budden podcast had one of the biggest fan-created, fan ran Twitter comms on the internet. This is where fans came to post clips, talk about the podcast, vote for Potter of the Week. Joe Budden TV community on Twitter was like the one stop for all things Joe Budden that all the Joe Budden podcast fans went to. So when Twitter announced they were taking that away, Joe Budden and Ian realized, hey, there's a problem here, but there's also an opportunity. The problem here is, well, the fans need to go somewhere, right? Because having this space where our fans can come and discuss the show, it keeps them engaged and it creates this like cult-like fandom. However, there's an opportunity here because if Twitter is getting rid of it, well, we could just create our own. But Joe Budden and Ian didn't really understand how Twitter comms work. So they contacted the creators of the Twitter community to kind of ask, put us on game. But they presented it as if, hey, Twitter is getting rid of like these communities. We're trying to empower you guys and help you guys and give you guys the tools to figure out what the next step is. So the fans told them everything about how Twitter comms work, how to keep the members engaged, how to promote it, what are certain tools and things the members need. They gave them all the game and told them everything about how these Twitter communities work and how to keep people engaged and active. They were under the assumption that Ian was gonna help them and assist them with the tools, the resources to start the community or to transfer their community off Twitter to another platform. What they didn't expect was for Ian to take all the game and all the sauce they gave him and essentially rob them blind.
Well,
Shit.
hello. Okay. Well,
Hi.
quick story time. Once upon a time, Twitter had announced that they was gonna get rid of the communities, right? So there was a few of us brainstorming, including the great Cobb or whatnot, and Cobb had an idea which I was kind of helping with support as far as building our own community, like a site app type thing. And we had kind of, mentioned it to Ian. I had mentioned how it would be really cool if we could use it through Patreon so that people were already going there, that kind of stuff. And what was it? A couple of days ago, there was a JPP community announced.
Oh, you guys were none the wiser? This was after you just... Hold on, wait. You mentioned this, like this would be really cool, but then... Oh my God, that's what happened. Then he put the AI generator in there from the other...
So I'm interested to see.
Kate is crazy.
Oh my God.
I'm just interested to see how I'm not. I always support the JBP community, and from what I understand, this was created with us in mind. So I would be. I'm not going to make a decision on it until I have a little bit more information. But I only have the information that I know was brought to them on our behalf, and then what we've seen rolled out.
Oh my.
Poor girl still got her hopes up, not wanting to accept she got finessed. She got hoodwinked. She got took to the cleaners. She gave out proprietary information thinking it was going to be used to benefit her and, her friends who started the community, not understanding Ian or having no knowledge that Ian was going to take that proprietary information and start a community and undercut them and eat into their pockets. But it gets worse, okay? Now for Joe Budden and Ian to make sure that these fans don't get any wise idea, and start a competing app to compete with them or to take the Twitter com to another platform to compete with the Joe Budden community. Joe Budden then announced that if these fans who are running the community currently wants to post any clips of theirs, they got to pay a $500 a month fee. What that does is effectively destroy and end the current community and all possible competition in the future. Because what's a community if you can't post clips in a community unless you pay Joe Budden 6 bands a year, $500 a month? That makes no sense. But the worst part about it is when Joe Budden and Ian needed the information on how to run communities, they came to them and said they love what they do. They want to help them preserve what they do. They want to, give them the resources and the tools. They are amazing. Then they launched their own community, and to destroy the current one, they launched a $500 a month tier. And if you don't want to pay that, you can't clip up their podcast or post any clips. Most people pay the clippers. You gotta pay Joe Budden to clip up his show now.
My God. And then you know what else too? Hold on now, let's get into it. When Micah and Danny and Dub was up here telling all their analytics to Ian, he's like, "Oh, we didn't even factor in." Y'all remember that space? He's like, "Oh, we didn't even factor in the other people of the community and all their analytics and the JBT community page." He was asking them about their impressions and all of that.
Mhm.
That was I thought y'all worked together. Y'all trying to fool me? What's going on?
I mean, it's Ian. Build it. If you build it, they will come.
Didn't Ian snaky like that?
I don't know. All I know is Joe sat up here. What was that last Sunday and said, "Ian."
Out for Ian.
He said, "Watch out for Ian."
Watch out for Ian.
Yo, that nigga
Y'all
Ian
crazy.
asked y'all analytics one by one and imagine if we combine that and centralize it in one place. Oh my God.
But again, I'm trying not to. Maybe this is the bad part of me. I'm trying to, because like from what I understand, like some of this was made with us in mind. So I'm not saying condemn it. I don't know what's going on right now.
There was a right way to do this, in my opinion. There was a right way to do this.
Yeah, she got
but
gypped.
they chose to do it in like the most slimiest, sus way possible. If Joe Budden would have came out and said, "Hey, listen, man, we launching our own communities. Y'all do you guys over here. This would be for the fans who want to come over here and pay for something extra. They can always have this tier of community." Cool. But essentially launching their community, then doing everything possible to destroy the current community, while at the same time concealing their intentions when they was asking the creators of these communities for all the information they need to create a better competitor. These people are cruel. Now, the worst part about it is, I think if they just said right here that, the Ian and others was asking like all the creators for their analytics, right, where the traffic was coming from, how many views they were doing, things of that sort, gathering intel, again, under the guise of, "Oh, we're going to help you guys." Listen, man, if they were going to create something where y'all was coming in as equity partners or y'all was coming in as people who was going to have some type of say-so in this, y'all would have been known. Y'all wouldn't be finding out after the app is created, after the tiers is created, after they done put a $500 a month play on you guys. Y'all wouldn't be finding this out at this stage and at this point. All right, y'all would have been new. Right now, some people still don't realize, they still got hope that maybe Joe Budden is not just effing them over completely, while other people have completely lost faith in Joe Budden completely.
Especially if you don't
Micah.
own the. Huh?
A $500 tier, a $500 clipper tier.
Oh, I feel like that was a bad thing. That's more like a creative tier. If you want to like make a business out of shit, that's what.
No,
that
I get it. He did that for the Clippers. He's telling you if y'all now, because the thing is, in my brain, it goes after a certain point, you guys aren't going to be able to do that for free. So it's either you do it over here. You get what I'm saying? The right way, because it's going to get to a point where he's not going to allow it.
Is it $500 per year or per month?
I think it's an annual. Per month.
Monthly.
Per month. Yeah.
Oh,
That's
per
monthly.
Yeah.
Them niggas trying to
my
run it up.
God.
I
This
think
is
they
doing
wait, hold on. Wait, let me confirm before I say. But I thought I read monthly though.
No, it's monthly. It's definitely monthly. You can Klarna it. You can you can pay as you go. It's like
Afterpay for the JVC was crazy.
Yo, they really got Klarna on that. Oh
Yeah.
my!
They got everything. Afterpay, Klarna. They got Afterpay, Klarna. All the payment methods.
Yo,
If you
that
got all the
nigga
payment
Ian-
methods, take your ass over there.
Dog,
and give it up.
that nigga Ian is a great white shark. You understand me?
You know what he
It
is.
is they shit, though. It is
You
they
know
shit,
it
though.
is.
It is they shit. It's they shit. So hey,
He's short.
But
That's
he
what he
doesn't-
is.
but the way he came up here and was asking everybody individually about their analytics and impressions and all that, that's sharky. What the?
well, it's
Market research, as people are.
$500 a month is
Fuck happened to the audio? The hell? Fuck going on?
That sort, gather.
That nigga Ian is. It is
You
they
know-
but not it.
Research, as people are.
Damn. That's it.
He's short.
But
That's
he
what he
doesn't-
is.
But the way he came up here and was
Some bullshit. Well, I guess that's it then. Well, he a smooth criminal though. He just finessed their ass real quick. I ain't gonna lie.
There's something very disturbing and
Alright, y'all. We finna get into some Playboy Maxx. If y'all know who Playboy Maxx is, he a good streamer. One of the top streamers out here.
unsettling about this Playboy Maxx situation. After building an audience of primarily children with his gaming content and his music content, Playboy Maxx recently woke up one day and decided he now wants to be an LGBTQ disciple, and he now wants to push that on his audience of children. And I don't understand why. I can't really put my fingers on it. Playboy Maxx seemed like a pretty normal dude. He don't seem like the type of dude who will be on stream talking about why men can't booty pop. I'm like, hold on, cuz, what's going on here, man? This drastic shift in content has caught a lot of people's attention. A lot of people is really hyper-focused on this Playboy Maxx situation. Waka Flocka and other celebrities are speaking out, calling out Playboy Maxx for building this audience off of gaming, and now he's trying to groom them into zesty disciple.
Yeah, this nigga weird though. Like, at first he wasn't even acting like this. Now, you know what I'm saying, all of a sudden you want to act all zesty and shit, trying to make your butt bigger. Like, what the fuck? What is we doing? Like, bro, like real shit, man. I think he sold his soul to the Illuminati, man. Do y'all homework on that shit. Y'all homework, chat.
Activities, and they're saying it's not right and it's not cool. The first nonsense he did that started this disturbing trend that has lasted a couple of days now is when he popped out with the lace front wig. Now he pops out with the lace front wig with edges. People is wondering why. Like, why would you put on a lace front
It's edges on fleek and shit? Like, what are we doing, man? Come on, bro.
Wig with edges as a man, especially if your audience is like these young boys. Like, why would you want to set this
look like my
as
sister.
an example for them? He responded back claiming that he's doing it for the swag. He then doubles down and somehow, I don't know how he did it, pops up with a lace wig even more flamboyant than the first one. He pops up with this blonde lace wig that he has had on now for a couple of days. I think this is just a bad mistake. Like, before we even get to the super deep stuff, it's just a bad mistake in general because I don't think this is authentic or genuine. Now, if you're a Playboy Maxx and this is just you just genuinely like to wear wigs, right? These activities is what get your belly button stiff. Then do what.
Nah, not only that. Like, if you roll that way, you roll that way. That's you. But if you know what I'm saying, like, you wasn't like that at first. Now you trying to do it for attention and all that shit. Like, bro, come on, man. Cut that shit out. Cut that shit out, man. For real.
You got to do, but also accept the consequences that come with it. Be happy with accepting the consequences. But I don't think this is authentic. I don't think this is genuine. I think he's being paid to do this.
That's what I'm saying.
I think he's being paid to press this agenda.
For real.
He's doing a really poor job at making us look genuine and making us look authentic. This don't even look like a genuine push. This obviously looks like, he's being paid to do this. Some weird sicko at the top, some type of music industry exec, right, played in that butt a little bit and got him out here working. Simple as that. Right? And it's going to backfire. Now, the thing with this is, the reason why it's not even like resonating like culturally as if like when Young Thug did it. Young Thug is a masculine 6'3", super gangster, super killer. Him doing what he did, even though it wasn't cool either. Like, again, like I know uncles, I know family members who banned Young Thug music from being played. They're not letting their 6-year-old little boy be a fan of Young Thug. They're not letting their teenager bang Young Thug. Are you crazy? But it still resonated culturally because Young Thug, it was like the contradiction. It was like, he's like the 6'3" killer gangster who's putting on a dress for an album cover, right?
Getting paid.
It just resonated a little bit more. The aura was a little bit more. With Playboy Maxx, he's like a 5'3", a feminine, light-skinned brother. You putting on the lace front wig and the dress, it's not giving polarizing, bro. People aren't looking at that as
like, not only that, everybody doing it. Like, it's like this. Like, rappers come out, you see rappers come out all the time doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? They be all straight at first, and then in the middle of their career, they want to be on some gay shit. Like, come on, bro. Playboy Maxx doing the same shit, bro. Trying to get more publicity and shit.
Oh my God. No, they aren't shocked. They see that and say, all right, bro, he's, all right, man. You feel me? That's what they be on. Right? Where Young Thug like, Yo, what you doing, thug?
Like this shit sells more.
That's what they be on.
Like, I don't know, like they like this gay shit sells more or some shit. Like this shit everywhere now. Like, let's just go on with this video, bro.
If his antics would have stopped at the hair, I would have said, man, y'all may be overreacting, man. He just like to wear wigs. That don't mean nothing. But this is where his antics go from personal preference to just outright grooming. Playboy Maxx decided him wearing the lace front wigs was not enough. Him just, hey, yo, this is my personal preference. I'm not pushing this on nobody. Cool. He then goes on his stream and starts to groom his audience of little boys into thinking that twerking and being feminine is cool. He goes on and say, hey, why can men twerk? Why can't we twerk? Why can't we do what we do? Why can't we, huh? When you come out with language like that, that tells me, okay, you're now trying to push this on your audience. You're now telling them they can come out here and start booty popping and booty shaking, and that's a masculine thing to do. And I'm saying, bro, why not? Why do y'all always take this turn? Why every time one of you guys go a little bit up the ladder in the music industry, it's always this nonsense, man? I don't understand it. Why? Why
like,
not
what
just
the
be
fuck,
like,
bro?
Why not just do what you've been doing? You do your music, stream your gaming stuff. Use this hype beast trendy kid. You do music, but y'all take like 2 steps up into the music industry.
Like, bro, it's like they go straight then curve all that. Like, bro, what is we doing, bro? I thought you was broski. Like,
y'all all of a sudden come out as like unrecognizable. This I don't understand.
If I'm stroking the ground or doing some wild nut twerking, why don't we twerk? Now that I think about it, my nigga, why is twerk a gender neutral dance? Twerking is the only gender neutral dance.
Weird ass nigga, bro. Really.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I never even thought about that. Like, that is the only gender neutral dance, bro. Everything else we share.
If we weren't already aware of and hypersensitive about social media,
a grown ass man twerking in the mirror, like pitch that. All right, bro. Weird as hell.
The social engineering this generation, that maybe we would have just seen Playboy Maxx say these things and just kind of like just brush it off as below homie crazy. But because we're very aware that social media is being used to socially engineer these kids, and that a lot of these influencers and streamers are probably being hit up behind the scenes, right, and being given bags and deals to push agendas, man.
For real.
And I don't think it's a coincidence, bruh, right? That the first streamer, the first one to get nominated for a Grammy and starts to climb the ranks in the music industry, he becomes the one who comes out on this type time. Now, Waka Flocka responded back to like Playboy Maxx asking, like his audience why men can't twerk and his other antics. And Waka Flocka fully believes that Playboy Maxx is being paid to do this. Yeah. Waka Flocka hopped in the Instagram comment section and he wrote, somebody or some company paying this kid for these narratives. But to me, the worst part of it all is the youngins that think these ideas linger in minds of unfit thinkers. Internet is spooky. I agree with Waka. I think somebody is paying Maxx to do this. And Maxx, bro, here's my message to you, bro. If these folks paid you less than $20 million, you got finessed. If you got paid less than $20 million to ruin your name, your public reputation, your last name, your good face, it's over. If you got paid to ruin your brand like this and they ain't pay you 20 M's, bro, it's raps, homie. Right? Yo, you got finessed. Now, once the narratives that Playboy Maxx is being paid to do this began to make his rounds on social media, his friends, current like DDG, and then one of his ex-homies, they've been speaking out to, I guess, defend Playboy Maxx. Now, one of his ex-homies, he came out and said, yo, Maxx ain't being paid to do this. This is just who he is. Like, I'm not saying he's gay, but he would do things that are kind of, like, I'm like what? And he begins to describe some things that Playboy Maxx would do.
Like, niggas saying he gay, I ain't gonna lie, nigga, you do be doing some gay, like, no cap. Like, you do be doing some gay, but it's like, if that's you, bro, that's you feel me? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and act like the nigga hasn't always been doing gay. The nigga was smacking at Miami B&B. Nigga used to send us booty pics like that. Well, not booty pics, but like, he was like saying like, you ever had that one homeboy that like send you like a photo of him like arched up on something? Yeah, like that. But it's like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, the nigga been doing zesty. So it's like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yo, this nigga done turned gay. No, he's always been on some zesty. So it's like, you feel me? Like the nigga just be trolling. Like I've seen how this nigga get down though. I ain't gonna lie, the nigga's clearly not gay. No cap. You say he been doing gay. So the nigga was literally, bro. I've watched this nigga literally, like, you feel me, on stream. Like I've watched the nigga since he's had like 200 viewers. The nigga used to, like, you feel me, way worse gay. The niggas probably never have seen. It's just worse now because like he's a rapper and like he has like that aesthetic. You feel me? Which I feel like he built that. You feel me? But it's kind of hard to manage the aesthetic and who you really are.
Hey, gang, I don't know where y'all from. I don't know who raised you. I don't know if your daddy was in your life. I don't know what type of father you had, bruh. Any man sending you a picture, a video of them arching their back is...
First of all, I ain't never had a friend to do no shit like that. And if I did, bruh, that ain't my friend no more, chat. Do your homework. I'm trying to tell you, do your motherfucking homework. I don't play that shit, bruh. I really don't play that shit, bro.
It's a violation.
No, don't do that shit.
That's a crime against your
humanity.
Don't do that. Another man taking a video or picture of him arching his back and sending it to you is a crime against your humanity, homie. That is treason against your masculinity. And you sat there and you took it because he had the clout? That man, wait, hold on, son. That man was on all fours arching his back and sending it to you on a routine basis. And he did it so much to where you like, man, that's normal. Man, that's just, nah, it sounds like he was grooming y'all too, bruh. It sounds like you was being groomed and you ain't know it. What type of what? Listen, yo, like, listen, bruh. Maybe it's because me and my friend group, we just did I don't know, like we might do like a joke here and there, like on some playful stuff. And I'm talking about like some real like gray area, like yo, pause. You feel me? Like some pause. Right? We might play the pause game a little bit. Right? Pause. Hey, bro, chill. Pause. Cool.
You know.
But pause is a little. Ain't no unpausing. You sending me a picture of the arch, bro.
Ain't cool. No pause in that shit.
So he tried to defend Playboy Maxx, and it just you defended him, made it even worse. Now the reason why a lot of
I think his friend getting paid too. Shit,
people, including myself, still ain't convinced that Playboy Maxx ain't being paid to push this agenda. It's because Playboy Maxx himself came out and said that he was given $100,000 to start his streaming career by a random dude. Now, fam, he told this story. I didn't see not one smirk, not one laugh. So I don't think he was joking when he said this. But he said some random dude randomly just gave him $100,000 to become a streamer. And you telling me that he's not beholden? He don't have an alliance and allegiance. He don't have obligations he got to fulfill. Who is giving $100,000 to anybody with no obligations?
He saw me in New York. He's like, bro, I really see something in you, gang. I need to put you on Twitch. You're a prodigy. I was one of the first Twitch's prodigy. So he put me on that. And yeah, bro, he gave me 100 bands. He said, stop hooping. Here's 100 bands. Start streaming, bro. Yeah, bro. Just like that, gang. That ass, bro. Like, no cap in my rap. We don't lie. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. W's in the
Come on, excuse me, sir. Hold on, bro. Hold on, man. Well, what?
I don't know, man. Shit, a motherfucker just randomly gave it to you because he believe in you? Hey, I don't know. Ain't no ultimatum in that shit? I don't know.
Hey, y'all that's not suspicious? Y'all don't see that and say, hold on, bro, something, huh? Somebody gave you a, huh? 100? To start streaming, hold on, bro. That don't even sound right. That don't even sound boo.
Yeah, man.
That don't even sound like something. What? Is this man the first industry streamer? Bro? Yo, they got him hot. They got him lit. They ingratiated him into like the hip hop culture, right? Ingrained him into the fabrics of what we do in terms of like the music streams. And then once he got fully on, hey, yo, switch up the program, man. Start wearing these wigs. But telling men to twerk, well, his kids to twerk, telling his audience to twerk, wearing the lace wigs, isn't even, y'all really got to go through the Playboy Maxx rabbit hole. Yeah. This man was just telling his audience a couple of weeks ago that he got a vasectomy at like 23 years old. Again, this is, people understand, this is textbook grooming. You start telling them, hey, don't have kids. right? You telling a audience of young men, hey, don't have kids, bro.
This nigga got a dissectomy, bro. Come on, man. What are we doing? This nigga getting paid, y'all. This nigga literally getting paid. Come on, man. It's
hey,
obvious.
bro, I got a vasectomy, bro, at 23. Like, that's normal.
Shit is obvious.
Then you start adding, hey, bro, wearing the lace front wigs is normal. Hey, bro, twerking is normal, huh?
Yeah.
So don't have kids, dress feminine, act feminine. That's the message right now that Playboy Maxx is pushing.
But you know I got a vasectomy though.
Why? I'm not saying you planted that.
I'm not gonna lie, I slipped up and I was just like, no more. Like, I'm not slipping up no more. But you can reverse it though. But there's a chance that you think that's stupid?
Then niggas just wear a condom.
You gotta be really careful on screen.
Yeah.
My fault.
But yeah, that's stupid.
But nigga, wear a condom. Just wear a condom. Why is you doing all that extra shit, nigga? Yeah, he getting paid. We on to you, man. We definitely on to you, buddy. You getting paid.
Okay. All right. I appreciate you being honest though. On me.
Stupid.
On my
Got a vasectomy before kids. That's stupid. Man.
You right.
So like right now, God
right,
forbid, if you were to die right now, you think God gonna let you in? Like you think? No, nigga, what the put you on earth?
The only gift I gave you.
The only thing God gave you on this earth. All this what we doing is cool, nigga. He put you here to create. Procreate, kid.
That's what humans is. That's what.
And they got a vasectomy before kids. God gonna slap them.
You bitch ass nigga.
Come up here, young nigga.
I was right.
Thug is right. Now, if you were, let's say, 40, 50 years old and you fully made up in my head, I don't want no kids, a vasectomy is cool. Do your thing. You 23 years old, and this is the message you push. You could be talking about, I don't know, working out, lifting weights, getting a bigger chest, right? I don't know, getting more athletic. I don't know, like chasing your dreams, chasing your passions, getting wealthy. You could be talking about so many things that can help out your young audience, but instead, hey, bro, wear lace front wigs, take away your ability to have kids, and start twerking and acting like women. And
like that's like one of the like major biggest thing though. Like you gonna take away the ability to just like not create no more. Like fuck all the other shit. You just don't want to create no more. Like, all right.
Like Young Thug told him you'll find God in this clip, right? But other people have been telling Playboy Maxx to find God. And this to me was really telling. Playboy Maxx says it bothers him. It bothers him when people tell him to find God. I wonder why.
I'm talking about people that I actually know. Y'all already know.
Me too, nigga.
My one, you mean, I'm not even gonna say her name. That one hurt the most. For sure. Couple other people told me that and it just be random. I'm just like, yo, King, how do you know what's going on in my life? You telling me to find God because I put a wig on. King, thank you though. I appreciate you guys wanting me to. I just view it as they looking after me. It's not like, you know what I'm saying? They just want me to be good. You know what I'm saying? But granted though, I do not talk to a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Like I talk to y'all. I talk to my close circle. I do not talk to a lot of people. So maybe niggas just think I'm going on a wild, deranged. I don't know.
Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. I'm a few years older than Playboy Maxx.
Man.
Am I just an old hater, or do you guys understand where we're coming from? Let me know in the comment section, okay? If you're still watching this video and you want to watch another.
Yeah, that guy's definitely getting paid. We on to him, pal. We on to him. Definitely.
Let's talk about Pinky.
Hey, yeah, we finna get into the Pinky. If y'all know who Pinky is, do your homework on Pinky. Let's go.
Pinky, XXX. The pink hair, the tan lines, the collabs, honey, and some of y'all's favorite. We gonna get into it, honey. We gonna get into the beginning, the middle, the end, and all the things. Now it's me, Angel White, your favorite and the baddest albino entertainer, and I am here to talk about Pinky XXX. Now, Pinky's real name is Sarah Marabelli, okay? She has an Italian and Sicilian daddy and an African-American mama. So that's where that light skin, you know, that bright, damn near white comes from. Basically Italian and half black. She is born in Oakland, California in 1982. Okay. So, you know, we ain't gonna talk about the age, but we can all get into, you know what I'm saying, what that is and what that was. So before Pinky ever even got in the game, Pinky worked at a shoe store. And it's not funny, but it's funny to me because when I think about it, I think about the Players Club. How she worked in the shoe store before she got in the game.
You could be making a lot more money than what you're making up in here if you would just use what you got to get what you want and stop messing with this chump change.
And what's that supposed to mean?
Just what it sound like. Stupid, girl. Use what God gave you.
What, y'all, some prostitutes?
Hell no. We dancers.
Dancers?
Because oddly enough, after working in the shoe store, she went and started dancing across California. And that's where her popularity came from and how she became kind of like the talk of the town before she actually got into film. So I'm starting to think, was Players Club about Pinky? Was Players Club about Pinky?
Hey, man, if y'all here, man, smash that like button and subscribe. Let's go.
Questionable. Here nor there. And so she was dancing. She was gaining popularity. People were talking about her. She was popular. She was getting to that money on. Okay. And in 2006, that's when she jumped off the porch into adult entertainment. And her first major film was with Bang Bros. Now, some of y'all nasties, y'all know all about Bang Bros. Okay. Y'all know about them. But that was her first major production. Because, you know, Pinky was mainstream. Okay. Pinky was mainstream. And when she jumped off the porch and she got into the game, there were some things that really set Pinky apart from other entertainers. Now, we had mentioned before in my Cherokee video that the collab between her and Cherokee was profound, and it set a standard in a way for adult films, right? But some of the things that really, really stood out for Pinky was one, of course, the pink hair. It was, a lot of times, like, some would say when you have black women and they do colorful hair or whatever, it comes off like it some say, not me, but some say it can come off very like ghetto and very hood. The pink hair on Pinky, it was just like a bright light. It was
decent,
something that you knew that's her. That's that girl. You know what I'm saying? That was such a major part. And of course, of the name being pink and Pinky and the hair being pink, like it was just such a good tie together. And it was such a good signature that people knew no matter what, it was hard to forget who she was, right? Now, Pinky only stood at 4'11".
Damn, short as hell.
So she was very small.
And
so when you watch some of her older stuff, Pinky getting tossed around. She getting they scooping her up. You know what I'm saying? So her petite frame also was something that was very significant in her look. On top of that behind. Pinky had that ass on her. You hear what I'm saying?
Oh,
she was thick. She was petite and she was thick. And it just looked so good on camera. Like, you know what I'm saying? You like, again, like a bright light. It's real hard to miss Pinky. And once you knew Pinky's name, when you saw that and you saw that hair, you knew it was about to be a time. Now, something else that stood out that a lot of her supporters, a lot of people that love her say did it for them is her tan lines. Pinky had very signature tan lines, on
Yo, what's good? He smashed that like. What's good, y'all?
the breastises area and across her butt. And I don't remember seeing her necessarily without them. So I don't know, if she was purposely like going maybe to the beach or going to, because she's from California. I don't know if she was purposely going to the beach or going to the tanning spots to get the tan lines, but it was something very, very significant about it. And a lot of people in the comments and when I was doing my research, they're like, hey, you need to talk about them tan lines. So I didn't know that. I didn't know that men really cared. And if you look at her tan lines, Pinky was bright. Pinky was bright.
Definitely.
So the Pinky that we know that's significant to us, that was the tanned Pinky. And so, yeah, that was, people really, they really cared about the tan lines. They really cared about the tan lines. And it just made her recognizable. And again, Pinky, early 2000s, again, we talked about it with the Cherokee video. Early 2000s was a fickle place. And so you had to have something that was going to make you, take you apart from everybody else. And there was nobody. Nobody that looked like Pinky. Another thing is, once Pinky became popular...
Yeah, hold on. It definitely wasn't, though. Yeah, hell no. Pinky was the only.
She was making her rounds in the adult entertainment industry. She quickly
The
moved
only
into like
Pinky.
the hip hop space. A lot of people talk about her in music. You know, you hear her name talked about. So she was able to kind of cross over, rather, from just adult entertainment to the hip hop world, the music world, and all those things. And, you know, she started, you know, later on in her career, 2010, so on, she started directing and producing, you know, and a lot of women that I've met, that I've interviewed on Only for the Fans, have mentioned working either with Pinky or under Pinky's production company. And so she's made her impact with the newer generation, the generation that came after her. She made her mark. You know what I'm saying? Now,
Bro.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Pinky has a long list of production companies she's worked with, male collaborators she's worked with, and female collaborators that she worked with.
Oh, she a hustler. I didn't know she was like that. I thought she was just, you know what I'm saying, you know, do your homework, you know. I thought, getting tossed in that motherfucker, getting drilled. You feel me? Getting stabbed. Bro.
Some of the production companies, some of y'all favorite, some of y'all most popular that Pinky has worked with is Bang Bros, Score Group, Evil Angel, Hustlers, okay? Urban X Awards appearances.
If you don't know who she is right now,
check out
while you're watching,
PinkyTripleX.com. You better act like you know, man.
Congratulations, Performer of the Year, and it shows.
You want to contact me, go to PinkyTripleX.com.
And so much more. They loved Pinky, you know? I don't remember. There was a time, for research purposes, there was a time where you could not see Pinky. You get what I'm trying to say? Pinky was putting in so much work that every moment, anytime anything new, and even when you kind of get into like more of the internet, because 2006 was still, you was still doing DVDs in 2006.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Even when you got to the internet, Pinky was...
Shit, hold on, motherfuckers burning and shit. Selling on the corner. Hey, CBD, DVD. Something, bro.
Popping. I remember seeing Pinky a lot on World Star, which is crazy. Comment below. Do y'all remember seeing Pinky on World Star? I remember seeing Pinky on World Star. You know what I'm saying? There was a moment in time where you just couldn't see Pinky was everywhere, honey. She was taking over the airways, and I love that for her. Now, like I was saying, she has done a plethora of collaborations, male and females, and these collabs also play a role in her being so successful and being so popular and making her rounds. So some of the male creators that we love and know to have seen her with would be Mr. Marcus, Lex Steele, Wesley Pipes. Y'all know how I feel about Wesley Pipes. Shawn Michaels, Justin Slayer, Rico Strong, and Brian Pumper. Hey, Brian. Hope you're doing well. So these are some of the major male collabs, and from what I learned, people liked seeing Pinky get dominated by very large purple pickles. You know, that was the thing. Her small little frame and that big booty being dominated. And she took it like a champ. She took it like that's another thing that made her stand out. She took it like a champ. There was no fear. And that was kind of like a signature thing for Pinky, to go in and to have these scenes where she's dealing with very large members and taking it. She's taking it, honey. Shout out to EK. So that was a part of the aesthetic with her, you know, and not to say she didn't do any scenes like with more, I guess, average, you know what I'm saying? We all know how the industry is, you know what I'm saying? We're not gonna play slow, but y'all get what I'm trying to say. Like, that was just a part of the aesthetic when it came to her. Now, just as much as she did male collabs, Pinky licked a lot of cat. Okay? She was not biased. So some of you all's favorite collabs that Pinky has done with the female creators would be Roxy Reynolds, Jada Fire, Lacey Duvall. She did Misty Stone. She did Shy Love, Flower Tucci, and of course,
I ain't gonna lie, Jada Fire, she was definitely decent though.
Cherokee.
Bro, Cherokee
Can't
too.
forget about
Cherokee
Cherokee.
too.
So these are some of the collabs that
Them two.
really
Cherokee and
signified her
Jetafire.
career, and these are videos that will forever live on, that people will go back to. Even when you scrolling on the X, when you're scrolling on the X, you will run into some of these very popular collabs, honey. So of course we all loved to hear from Pinky, and there is like an interview that she did with Vlad that was very popular and very big. And the reason why this interview was so big, one, because you didn't hear from Pinky a lot. Pinky just wasn't going around doing interviews, which most like most adult entertainers, especially ones of that era, there aren't a lot of interviews, conversations, public conversations that you could go and look up for them. But anywho, she did the Vlad interview, and the thing that made this Vlad interview so crazy was the fact that she expressed that her father was in prison and that her father would watch her tapes, honey.
My father's been in prison since I think I was like 17 when he went back to prison. And like he's a big fan of Cherokee. Shout out to Cherokee DX, XXX.com. And this is so sad, but you know, if you're in jail, you're gonna whatever you can get your hands on, you get your hands on, you know? So the fact that I'm in the same or the same movie as other people he like, he say that he just fast forward and just go to somebody else or just skip the scenes, you know?
Wow.
So that's embarrassing that my father see me on film, you know, but it is what it is, you know. And
wait, so you and your dad have had a conversation about this?
and I didn't.
And so, you know, that was just that was a crazy interview, and you didn't really
Shit, that's what comes with it. Shit, goddamn it.
really hear much after that interview. Again, you didn't really hear much from Pinky. She kind of left the scene. You hadn't heard from her. When Pinky returned to the scene, Pinky looked a little different. Now, time had passed. Of course, she had gotten older. And with age, things happen with a woman. You know what I'm saying? Your body changes. Your mind changes. These things about you are no longer the same as they were when you maybe were in your 20s or early 30s, right? And with that came a bit different of a figure. So there was some weight gain. And she was still thick and very much still pretty in the face and everything like that. But her body was different. She had put some pounds on or whatever. And I personally, you know, it wasn't no tea, no shade for me. I'm like, she still looked good. She just was a little more thick. She had a grown woman body. Like, you know what I'm saying? Well, and I'm a woman, honey. I know. But she got a lot of backlash.
Hell yeah.
And I believe that when she left the scene, she had a child and, you know what I'm saying, the things that come along with that. But she didn't get a lot of good responses with her body weight. It was a lot of backlash. And from what I understand in speaking with some people that know her and just doing my research is that this really did kind of mess with her and kind of did put a stain on her with the public perception, right? And so again, you start to just kind of not hear from Pinky, see her, you know, her presence on social media wasn't as big. And you know, and from what I understand, part of that was because the way people treated her. And you gotta understand how that could mess with somebody's mind. When you go from being the superstar, honey, when it comes to adult films, and you have such praise, and when you come back and you done got a little grown, and people are kind of like, "Ooh, girl, what happened to you?" That could mess with somebody's mind. So again, she takes a step back from social media, and when she comes back, you know, you see a lot of fitness things. She's trying to work on her body. But I think that at a point, Pinky kind of just maybe accepted like, hey, this is just who I am at where I am in life. And now you see her back on X and she's back doing a thing and she's making content again. And I love that for her. I love the fact that she has accepted who she is. She has gained that confidence back. And she like, you know what? It's people that still love me, that's going to support me, that's going to, you know, continue to bump with me. And I'm just going to do my thing. And so she is. And I think the last time I saw a video, which, not for anything other than I just be randomly scrolling, but it was maybe, you know, a couple weeks ago that I had actually saw some of her, X-rated content. So, I definitely go look her up on X, go look her up on the fans place, you know what I'm saying, and support her. I love that for her. Now, her presence on social media is still, it's not consistent like every single day, but she's there, you know, Pinky XXX on the gram and things of that nature. I love Pinky. I think that to be in the game, it's 20 years. 20 years of being in the game, 20 years of your name still ringing bells, your name still holding value, 20 years people saying, praising
That's
you,
good.
other stars, the stars of today, the creators of today still praising you and giving you your love. I love that for Pinky. Pinky, if you see this or your people see this, girl, come talk to me, girl. It's a safe place over here, baby. I just want to get your story. I want to get your tea. Comment below if you love Pinky. If you love her from yesteryear up until today. Comment below. Make sure you like this post. Make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel, because the more you guys support me, I can support y'all. I'm all things adult entertainment. I'm all things the ladies, honey. I do it all for you guys.
Bro, she was definitely a superstar in her time. Bro. Shit, let me see what to get it to.
UFC legend Dustin Poirier.
Alright, y'all. We finna get into some I don't know what dude, Dustin Poirier. I guess that's his name. Shit, let's dive deep into the story.
Was arrested after getting a little bit too drunk at the airport, threatening to fight the police and even calling the officer the N-word, which is a little bit of a shock, being that Dustin is a little bit white. But we're gonna just go ahead and play the body cam footage. You want to make hundreds of dollars from your phone for free? There's a bunch of new games you get paid to play on free cash where you can make a quick 10 or really just enjoy phone games. Go ahead and make use of who Dustin is. I'm a UFC fan. It's the only sport that I like to watch. I can watch fights without gambling and have a great time watching them. But this is him. And obviously I can't show you like videos and reels of his knockouts and the wars that he's been in, because you know that kind of gets like copywritten and it gets taken down. But Dustin, born in 1989, is an American former professional mixed martial artist who competed from 2009 to 2025. He formerly competed in the featherweight and lightweight divisions of the UFC, where he was an interim UFC lightweight champion. Poirier also challenged 3 times for the undisputed UFC lightweight championship and twice for the BMF Bad Motherfucker title. He is considered one of the greatest lightweights of all time. He's 37 years old. He's from Lafayette, Louisiana. And yeah, he's straight about the swamp. He's bumping 1,000. I mean, if you've ever watched him fight, you know he can fight. And let me just go ahead and bring this up a little closer. He got knocked out by Max Holloway in a vicious knockout. Islam submitted him. He beat Benoit Saint Denis, who was literally like French special forces or some shit. Lost to Justin Gaethje, who knocked him out. Beat Chandler. Lost to Charles Oliveira. Beat McGregor twice. One was a doctor stoppage. One was a knockout. I mean, he lost to Khabib, but he made it to the 3rd fucking round. If you're not an MMA nut, that might not mean nothing to you. But this man made it to the 3rd round with Khabib, who is pretty much the best one that ever stepped in there, because he's the only one that walked away undefeated. But don't let me bore you with the stats. I'm just showing you Dustin has fought with the best of them. He's won, he's lost, he's laid it all on the line. And apparently he was fighting sobriety in this video.
The fuck is he doing?
Let's go, big dog. Let's go, big dog.
What's going on?
What's up? Bunch of hoes.
Alright, first off, if I walked out and Dustin immediately is, what's up? Let's go, big dog. Let's go. I'd have just turned back around.
I swear for bruh.
Ain't enough time to call back up, bro.
Bro, hey, wait a minute. I would have went back in the elevator. Hurry up. I'm trying to.
Been an officer involved shooting, because there ain't no fucking way I'm letting a UFC fighter beat on me.
You ain't finna kill me, nigga.
Let's go, big dog.
No.
What's up? Bunch of hoes. Let's go. Let's go. Lying.
bunch of hoes is crazy, bro. And he doesn't talk like this in his interviews. He's very respectful. He don't really like. There's been times, I think it was with Islam, who's from Dagestan or whatever, and Islam, Dustin called him a motherfucker, right? He's like, "Oh, you motherfucker," and Islam was like, "You don't speak about my mother. That's crossing a line." And Dustin was like, "Yo, bro, I'm not talking about your mom. Like, that's just slang over here." Like, he corrected it, you know. So I've never heard him talk like a bunch of hoes. Like,
Yeah, pull me off the plane. All my boys went to the crib. Now what the?
And this is why he got
Alright, you Dustin Party?
Man, you, bro.
Alright,
Man, you and her. I'll fight you right now.
Nah, hell nah. Bro. I would shot that shit up. Hey, bro. Nah. Hey. I would have lost my job. Cause I would have ran and started shooting, goddamn it. I'm trying to tell you. Real shit.
Officer knows who he is. I mean, the man is stupid famous. And Dustin literally says, "I'll fight you right now."
No way.
I'll go with you right now.
Bro, I don't want to fight. Bro, I don't want to fight.
Let's go.
Let's
go.
Radio, have you
Yeah, tell him, come on.
Get a couple
Cause it's gonna be bad.
It's definitely gonna be bad.
My nigga.
Oh, bro.
Oh, shit.
Radio, start several units. No.
Hey, get the gun, goddammit.
Bro is behind this shit like he worked there, bro. He just kicked Delta out the desk.
Hell yeah.
The officer's holding the taser for dear life. He said, "What's up, Matt?" Man, Dustin from the swamp. This man from Louisiana. And I'm gonna be fair, right? Down south, everybody said.
Well, I'd be like, "Big dog, I don't want no smoke. Please, bro. Come on, bro. I'm trying to do my job, man. Let's make it easy for me, at least." Shit.
N-word, bro. That's just normal shit. Whether you're in Florida, whether you're in Georgia, Louisiana, Texas, people act like they politic about the shit they don't, bro. Everybody fucking says it. You go to Miami, you're gonna hear it more from the Chicos in Miami than anybody else. That's just the lingo. So this isn't a racist thing. It's not a race thing. It's not one of them. He's really from the turf. He's from the swamps, bro. Like that's really him. And he will fight about it.
Radio 3710.
Boy, you.
Bro, relax, bro.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna tell. Yes.
Relax.
I'm gonna bang you up.
Bro, relax.
I'm here a good one.
Just relax.
Give me a good one.
Give me a good one.
Yo.
Man, he need about 20 of them.
This guy's a you.
Bro, if y'all look at this just a couple seconds back. Dustin's cleared out this whole area. Everybody's way back there.
Hell
now,
yeah.
This seems like a big guy, but he looks a little bit old at the same time.
They kicked him off the flight. This guy's a UFC fighter. You know.
What's going on, brother? Talk to me.
Man, the beast is lion holes, man. Let's go. Arrest me. Let's go.
He let him do it.
What the fuck is this?
He let him do it. Oh, he let him do it.
He's letting them do it.
Woo! Woo! Shit, let him do it, man. I've been like, I've been happy as hell, bro. I'm like, thank God, nigga. I ain't got to pull out my gun.
Best decision he could have made.
I'm trying to tell you, chat. Oh, shit. That nigga crazy. Let me see what we got. Yeah, what? Yeah. Oh my gosh. I thought I had it. Where is it at? Oh, here it is.
Folks.
Yo, we finna get into some academics. Let's dive deep into it, y'all.
DJ Academics is in big trouble, man. He's in big trouble. Our guy, Big DJ Academics, Big Ack. All right, he might have fallen into the trap because this has just been circulating, okay? Big Ack linked up with Daphne Joy, and if you don't remember, this was the woman from the Diddy Freakoffs tape. This is the woman that is 50 Cent's baby mama. This is a dangerous succubus. She trying to suck his soul and not in the good type of way, okay? I'm very concerned for my boy Ack, all right? I don't know what's going on with this. This is going super viral. They're saying Big Ack and Daphne Joy finally linked up. Are you ready for the wedding or not? Say it ain't so, bro. Please tell me he's trolling. It can't be, man. They cuddled up. I ain't seen Ack this happy in a minute. I'm not going to lie.
Damn,
he killing it, all right? He looked like he just got the OVO chain all over again. All right, and look at the way she touched the bra. What's going on? Ah.
Damn, acting sold out. Oh no, hey, don't do it. Don't.
I don't know.
Shit.
I don't know. It's looking a little bit. It's looking a little crazy. So people in the chat are saying, "Bro, really paid for the box." Grand Wizard said, "Best 50K you ever spent." 50K is crazy, bro. Adam22 said, "Can I watch? That's on brand." Lil TJ in there laughing. Everybody's in there. Seti Nash said, "She powerful." House phone crying, man. Everybody is saying, "What on earth? How much you think he spent?"
Man,
it's insanity. I'm concerned. I just don't know how did this happen? How did this happen? So I'm going to show you everybody's reaction. All right, I'm going to show you what everybody's saying about this, but I'm concerned for my boy Ack. All right, has he fallen into another demonic thoughties clutches? I hope not, man. I hope he knows what he's doing over there. Okay, you got to be a high level operator to be able to function with this type of female, man. But this is the DJ Academic subreddit. This is what they're saying, man. They're saying, see what an OVO chain can do for a man. I swear he was popping out with her before the OVO chain. I don't know. So sometimes you want to just be with a nasty bop in peace. Bops be having the best personalities and you know they're bops. So it's hard to fall in love with them. Sometimes you fall in love with a bop, man. You got to be careful. Bro needs a stylist. That's what they're saying. Well, he didn't need it. They're saying Diddy and 50 sloppy seconds. If that's Diddy and 50 sloppy seconds, I ain't going to lie. That's high level sloppy seconds. Those are some exclusive, and really it's sloppy thirds. All right. It's throppy thirds. All right. Treachy thirds. They're saying he gooky. They're saying he geeked out. All right. Rich dudes making poor man decisions. But look, all right. Our guy, Big Ack, he popped out, okay, with Daphne Joy, and it's crazy. So there's a lot of different reactions coming in. A lot of people are wondering what her ulterior motives are. And the Joe Budden Network has a lot to say. Now, they already popped out. This is like 3 weeks ago, saying this Daphne chick doing the most. All right. She was posting love hearts and kissy emojis underneath Ack's video of him on the live stream with her. Even Cardi B was in the comments talking about you were smiling mad hard, all right? Even Cardi B knew that something was going on between these two. And Daphne clapped back to Cardi B, said he had me smiling too. I needed those laughs, all right? So this is the thing. We've seen how Shane Gillis is getting down. These bad bitches, like if you can make her laugh, all right? You definitely getting some top shelf, all right? They're saying she's going to get Academics for 150K first month. They talking about 50K in the other comments. Just saying she finna have his baby and marry him, take half his assets. She's stroking the shit out of this kid's ego. Man. All right. Look, I just don't want Act to get done like 50 Cent. It says it's like two plays being run at once. All right. So
hey, Act, don't do it, man. Don't. Oh man, he falling into the trap, folks. Oh no, man.
Here's the thing. Okay, there's more clips going around.
Man.
All right. Apparently, he got it in with Daphne. All right. Well, before we get to that, this was her allegedly accepting the date, all right? Apparently it was a real date. It says, when will they learn Daphne Joy has accepted a date with DJ Academics?
Rich niggas making poor.
my bad. This is just like a throwback of some of the men that she's been involved in, okay? It says a succubus, oh my God. A succubus isn't just a seductive woman, it's a mythical demon believed to seduce men in their dreams and feed off their life force. The male equivalent is an incubus. She's honest, it's just his term. People say I'm genuinely confused. Is she a 304 because she's had 3 boyfriends before? People will call a woman in her mid-30s an escort for having less than a handful of known sexual partners. Focusing on this weird body count BS is part of the reason why you losers never get laid. Turn off the Andrew Tate and maybe get some friends like women. That's all well and good if we hadn't seen her on the video with the freak off with Diddy getting nailed by the skort. All right, getting hit up by the male skort. But here's the thing. Okay, Axe said he smashed. He said he was off the honey pack all night long. That's what he said. That was his own words. Listen to this.
Seen a first date, niggas. I pulled out.
It's working. Go on.
When y'all ever seen a first date, niggas? I pulled out. I'm not even playing with y'all. Gangsta. That shit, nigga. So for the dinner, nigga, the dinner cost me $3,000. Was it $3,000 or $4,000 for me? Nigga, we didn't even eat. We just filmed the fucking episode. It just shows, huh?
He talking about $3K for a dinner. She ain't Jay-Z. What the hell?
Huh? Try what?
The Wagyu, like carpaccio thing.
He talking about $3K for the dinner. She like, shut up, yo, try this Wagyu. She trying to distract him with the Wagyu. She a demon, bro. She trying to distract you with the Wagyu. That's crazy.
Bro, I want a chicken tender, bro. I don't wonder what that is. Like,
Really good. It's actually really good.
look at Chloe. She loves this shit. Look at her. Look at her. Yo, we're trying to get out of here.
It's really good though. You should really try. You're gonna love it.
Just tell them to box it. We out of here. You paid it for it?
Yeah.
Tell her to box it, man. What are we doing here?
All right, the fuck are we doing? What the fuck is Wagyu, nigga? Like the fuck?
Type of beef from Japan.
Yo, I looked at the menu. I looked at the menu twice. She looked at me, and I was trying to say chicken nuggets.
I'm surprised you didn't make a joke about chicken tenders or something. Like you kind of
Nah.
classy.
She been fucking with too much rich niggas. I couldn't do it.
She messing with too many rich dudes. I can't even heard of the Wagyu. Ain't even heard of it. Diddy got this girl spoiled, bro. Diddy and 50 Cent got her on a Wagyu diet. She on a diet of Wagyu and escorts, bro. What the hell are we doing? She on a diet of Wagyu and BBC.
Too much rich niggas.
Too many rich guys. Damn. So they on a date, but it's a film date. Okay, so I don't know which way this is going. But he really popped out with a honey pack, bro. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. They're saying Sly Diggler didn't even wine and dine. He hit it first. They're saying Act trying to get his usual McDonald's order. He's saying she's for sale. Why is he even dining her? Respect to Act for being himself. All right. Bro got his nutsack chewed on. Whoa. He pulling out the magic honey, but she out there tweeting it was small. What? Saying Act gonna get outside. What you mean? What's Wagyu? I know what Wagyu is, and I don't be messing with the scorts. But anyway, all right. This shit's crazy. Wagyu. So people are saying this is a W and that he took 50 Cent's baby mama. Now, I'm not going to lie to you folks, okay? I think Act needs to be careful because anybody that's played with 50 Cent has not really lived to tell the tale. Their careers certainly have taken a nosedive. And Act is already beefing with Jay-Z. So you beefing with Jay-Z and Charlamagne over here. You about to be beefing with 50 Cent. You out here pulling the honey pack on his baby mums? You pulling the honey pack on 50 Cent's baby mums. You think you're going to live to ride another day. Ack, you got to clean this up, my brother. All right, you got to clean this up. This is crazy. There's DJ Academics bags 50 Cent's baby mums, Daphne Joy. Takes her on a date, then smashed all night long with the honey pack. Will he now be targeted by 50 Cent and G unit for doing this, bro? He needs to be careful. People saying we can only hope so, right? The haters are in full effect. So over on the Joe Budden podcast, it seemed like they were delighted. They were overjoyed, saying, full salam, Act's just doing content with Daphne. They're so glad that he didn't smash. But we don't know that. He pulled the honey pack out, and it was mad dark by the time that we saw the clip. He got a matcha there. The matcha and the honey pack combo is crazy. He definitely cracked. People saying, full salam. Nobody outside of high school took this serious. They're saying Act was watching in the corner. I don't know. The body language, the energy was telling me maybe he got busy, okay? Now, there's people on Act's subreddit that are not feeling this. They're saying that women just keep on using him for clout. They're posting these pictures. Nice pics, to be fair. Did he have a hand on a booty? Nah, I thought he had hand on booty for a second there. He keeping his hands to himself. Act a respectful man. But it says Act loves letting people use him for clout. Academics chat on Reddit. They're not feeling this. They're not liking this succubus getting their claws into him. People saying, I wonder where Shay Glizzy been. She got let's forget all about her, okay? She in the past, all right? She's no longer. She's never coming back, and that's that, all right? Just like Draco said. So if you've been watching Act, you should know he ain't hard on thoughts at all. Matter of fact, he might be one of the greatest simps of modern time. Let's see, all right? They're saying he glowed up off the Ozempic. I don't know if that's true, but Act definitely lost a lot of weight. All right, he looking a lot healthier. People saying they're using each other. You think Act really thinks she's feeling him? They're both just trolling people online. Using each other implies that he benefits. What does he get out of it? But she cracking open the cheeks for the scorts for Diddy. Like, she might as well break open the cheeks for Act since he doing all this. But then again, she's not going to keep getting them opportunities if she gives him the cheeks. You know how these demonic women get. They dangle the cheeks above your head to get you to do their bidding. They want you to do everything. Go here, do this. Pay that. All right, and you never get them cheeks because if you get the cheeks, it's over with. They don't got control. So she gets the clout, he gets the box win-win. I hope he got the box. For such a successful guy, 50 Cent picked horribly with both. All right. So basically, this is going super viral. This is the main reaction when it first came out on the Joe Budden subreddit, and they were going absolutely wild. Okay, they were in a frenzy, a feeding frenzy. All right. People saying dreams money can buy. All right. I used to pray for times like this to rhyme like this. So there's something I gotta tell you because I know that brother got needs tonight and I ain't tripping on your pimping, just that this time because you got to pay tonight. I know you want to get paid tonight, but I'm trying to get paid tonight. We ain't even got to fuss and fight. Just hit me right. It's on all night. I know you want to get in bed with me, but you got to come correctly. Nothing in life is free, especially not me. All right? They drop in the Squirt Game and all the lyrics. Okay, they're dropping a Meek Mill. It's crazy. I was about to say it's AI till I seen his stance. That third pick. Let's see that third pick. See the stance. I feel like they trying to say he hiding the boner. I'm not gonna lie. Is he hiding the boner? Is he doing the lean forward? This is the reverse Fat Joe. Fat Joe used to lean back. When you got the boner and you with the chick and you got to stand up, you got to lean forward and grab a pillow real quick because you might get exposed, man. That's crazy. You used to pay. You used to pay for times like this. I mean, pray. That's facts. That's fact. That's how these girls be moving, man. You got to be careful. Boom. All right. It's not a finesse. If I wanted to pay, it's like buying tennis shoes. All right. You just wear them shoes out and then keep it moving, buy a new pair. It's actually crazy. Third pick got that boy looking severely lost in the sauce. Is he looking lost in the sauce? He looking a little, he definitely like off course in the sauce. He in the sauce, like he kind of took a wrong turn in the sauce and he trying to find his way out. He in a maze right now. He for sure in a maze. But that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. They got the 50 cent gif. Since she know a lick when she see one, things money can buy. That brother's starving. Motorboat, that's not your girl. It's just your turn. She said, I know you want to get in bed with me, but you got to come correctly. Nothing three, especially not me. Right? This is why it's considered the oldest profession. Lustful men will always exist. If this was Ja Rule's baby mum, you know how many memes this dude 50 Cent would have posted? I'm not going to lie. Ja Rule needs to get them Twitter fingers fired up and get to posting this, bro. This is your time to shine, man.
Nah,
Stop slinging gyros and get on Twitter and do what you're supposed to do. They're saying if this was Jay-Z's baby mum, 50 Cent and Dame Dash would have co-produced a whole drama series that led up to the events of his baby mum's being with Ak. I mean, to be fair, if Ak got with Jay-Z's baby mum, it would be a worthwhile drama series. Completely different situation. Dude dressed like a Cheesecake Factory waiter. They're saying Wackademics. Hey, you can't spell Wackademics without W. They're saying he's the corniest figure in the history of the genre. Hey, he's corny at number one. All right? They're saying she might have never got a degree, but now she got academics. That's a bar, I'm not going to lie. As my 3-year-old said, how much cost this? All right? Everybody mad. So they even reacting to this over on the Meek Mill subreddit. Of course, they used to pay for times like this. All right? They're saying pure comedy. He looked happy as F2. Right? When a simp gets a turn. Sucker ass dude probably already bought the ring.
Damn.
Saying the internet loves this goofy. All right? This is like the Meek Mill subreddit. They ain't scored a point in about 10 years. So they're loving this. This is the biggest victory the Meek Mill subreddit has seen in this generation. Okay. So this is going everywhere. All right. All the Sagittariuses, the Sag Savages, they're saying pure comedy. Sagittarius, I cannot lie. Right? Crazy. She went from 50 to Puffy to DJ Academics, and Jason Derulo had a chance too. Right? But they're saying, well, Puffy comes with like 12 different escorts. You got to factor all them dudes in. Plus all the other celebrities. Ak is just the last man in the glory hole. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, but I don't see any lies. So she's been around the block. Maybe she's carrying more than the herp this time. I'm sure of it, but they have prep for HIV, and Cardi B and all the celebrities been promoting it heavy. I'm not even trying to know too much about it. It's crazy. This man hateful. He thinks he's hot shit. Embarrassing. I mean, he up there with the baddest score in the game right now. Okay, so it is what it is. The Playboy Carti sub are in shambles too. They're making fun of DJ Academics. They're saying that S-tier DoorDasher Academics referred to himself in the third person as Big Ak, and he out here with her. Big Ak and Daphne Joy finally lived up. He is Big Ak. Even though he's lost a lot of weight, he's still Big Ak in these streets, right? He's probably not DoorDashing no more. He trying to get the chicken tenders. She asking for the Wagyu. I'm not going to lie. I've taken a girl for Wagyu before, but if she, that's a treat on me. If you asking for the Wagyu, if you even know what the Wagyu is, it's cool. I'm trying to introduce you to Wagyu. I'm trying to have you teach me about some Wagyu, some other, you know what I'm saying? Andrew Tate taught you about Wagyu. I'm not trying to hear it. But Academics revealed he interviewed legendary cum bucket Daphne Joy. Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy, okay? You can tell Academics genuinely thinks he deserves to live. He does. He's number one. Fellas, y'all ever accidentally spent an entire day on Chatterbait just milking your shit? These got to be fake, right? Broski, FOF. Kylie Jenner just gave us fat material for a whole week. Is she the baddest in the game right now? And if you say no, name who. Ak posted some crazy shit to the timeline. I'm not going to lie to you, okay? Even Freddie Gibbs, Freddie Gibbs, he said, I'll give a bad bitch 5K if they admit to sleeping with Academics, all right? He got 5K. I mean, shit, you might be giving bad bitch 5K just on a regular day, okay? People just super hating on Academics. And, you know,
bro,
look,
man.
He popped out with a baddie, even though she is, clearance goods. she's still a baddie. He still popped out with her. He looking devilish. That's 50. If it's good enough for 50 Cent and Diddy and his dozen scorts, then it's good enough for academics. You know what I'm saying? This is Daphne Joy and the Joe Budden podcast coming soon. She was spotted out in New York with Axe. Could she also be doing the Joe Budden pod as well? Joe said he was going to make it happen. That's what I'm saying. Ain't nothing compelling about this woman or her story. She's just trying to gain promo for her OF career, and it's working. It's working. They're saying Ack better be prepared. He's going to need all the protection he can muster. A full body. He need a hazmat suit like we back in the vid era. All right? It says WTF is the point. By now, she did the rounds in the content space. There's nothing compelling Joe and them could ask for her for real, unless they want to just use her as an episode to clown around. They're saying 50 Cent going out bad. I'm not going to lie. Many men hit his BM. Now she don't cry no more.
Oh,
she don't waggle on the side no more. Man, have mercy on Ack. She looked like the kind of woman who is all into herself and wouldn't look twice at a podcast host if the host didn't have some online clout. She looks like she's so in love with herself, and academics is just a tool to be used. A lot of chicks be moving like that. It's true. She's so off-putting. There is 0% chance she's into him. When I see her, I see the epitome of all sorts of ego, self-promoting fake fame chasers I detest. Don't hate the player, hate the game. She's using her 15 minutes of infamy to her benefit, getting all she can out of it while she can.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised if she has her own reality show on Zeus soon. All right? World Cup is also in town. Lots of rich people during sport season. All right? Maybe she's on the pod or she's working. That's crazy if she out there trying to catch some balls for the World Cup, trying to do some throw-ins for the World Cup. That is crazy, okay? But people defending him, they're saying incel where? Ack is outside and bagging Diddy's old work. Diddy and Fiddy's old work. All right? One man's trash is another man's treasure. He running it up. All right? Secured. Just know, Daphne Joy, you're a 101. All right? 101. 101's crazy. All right? 1 of 1. Definitely wild. It says, you too could bag Diddy's old work for the low price of 20K or whatever the fuck Ack gave her. LMAO. Just pay her rent and her child support payments. He's an environmentalist. Recycle and reuse. That's crazy. That's facts. To be honest, have fun with your shorty. Have your fun with shorty, but it's not something to brag about or publicize. Once a lame, always a lame. Dudes be having all that money just to go link with the chick that's been around. Craziness. It has to be some onboarding involved, because I don't mind people hopping out with known hoes. Hoes are a great hang, but damn, it really feel like they're the same 100 are in hotation. Right? There are women with multiple NBA baby daddies. How did that happen? That's the weirdest thing to me. Have fun with the jump offs, but why have kids with a bop? Because they finesse you. The bops are fun, and unprotected S feel better. None of this is surprising, but damn. We got to get some NBA players with insane family trees soon. I ain't going to lie, bro. Sometimes you run into these chicks and they like, just do your thing. Just shoot the club up. And you're like, but are you safe? They're like, nah. And it's like, oh, so you think I'm a dummy? You think I'm a fucking dummy out here? Okay, I see. And it seems like these NBA players be falling into that trap is brazy. I really wonder what 50 Cent's thinking. This is crazy. Poor son too. 50 thinking, am I the only one that got that for nothing? he ain't gonna give 50 Cent for it. Ended up costing him more in the long run, I imagine. Genuine question, do you still have to pay child support if the mom's is an official hoe? Facts.
Damn.
Your Honor, this woman is a board certified whore. Her monthly income triples mine, respectfully judged. She should pay me. All right? That is crazy. Why go public with this? We've seen her work. He could have bought her services quietly. No way he wasn't a little embarrassed to hit post on this. The last decade has made scorting way too normalized. What happened to just, dating like a regular person? Most normal people are dating a regular person. This some rich dude shit, right? And they doing what they doing, man. It's whatever they got going on over there in the Diddy parties, and you know what I'm saying. I remember what it used to be be a bad thing to love hoes. Now you young guys be falling in love with these harlots, right? The harlots and starlets is crazy. It is a nightmare, okay? So look,
nah, for real.
Shout out to academics, man. Respect to him. He's doing his thing, all right? I just hope that he doesn't get hurt in this situation. I hope that he's really the mastermind after all of this.
Shit, man. I hope he don't end up like that damn football player. That, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know that football player that, you know what I'm saying, he was with that one girl and shit. He loved her to death and shit. Motherfuckers was telling him, nah, she ain't the one. He ended up getting hurt. You know what I'm saying? She left his ass. I forgot who that is, though. But shit, man. It is what it is, though.
All right, we are.
Wait. Make sure I got that out. Okay, I did that. Make sure. Alright. Yeah, let me see what I got left. Yeah, I think I did that too. Yeah, I did that. Let's see what I got. 30. All right, y'all. We finna get into some Boosie real quick. Let's go ahead and dive deep into it.
Y'all know Boosie is facing up to 20 years in Texas State Prison for assault with a deadly hookah, right? But now the feds have stepped in because Boosie is on a federal supervised release, which is like a federal probation. And because he caught this new charge in Texas, the feds are like, no, he's not going to Texas prison. We want him in the feds.
Damn,
you want to make hundreds of dollars from your phone for free? There's a bunch of new games you get paid barcode on the screen of the highest paying cash. Now, if you don't remember exactly what I'm talking about, let me just give you the quick recap. Boosie is facing up to 20 years for aggravated assault with a deadly hookah, and his lawyer just said on TV that he did it.
Aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. We believe he was defending another person.
So the lawyer isn't denying that he did it. He's admitting he did it, and he's trying to justify it by saying it was self-defense. According to the arrest report, Boosie's niece asked the security to use the bathroom. They told her the club was over, she needs to leave. She elbowed security in the face. They grabbed her to remove her, and that's when security was hit with a hookah, which... And to be fair, I've watched the video, y'all have watched the video. I didn't see Boosie with a hookah or throwing a hookah. I saw somebody else, but we might not have seen the full video. We just saw the clip that everyone saw. Required 8 staple stitches to close the wound. Now, if I was Boosie's lawyer, I would have said the so-called victim in this case was locked up for 18 years because he forced a woman on the ground at gunpoint, attempting to rob her in front of her screaming children while his co-defendant groped her. And then years later, he got caught trying to smuggle a woman over the border. Your Honor, my client Boosie was clearly defending his niece from this man who has a long history of attacking women. Boosie, that'll be 50K. Now, Boosie didn't appreciate my legal advice, and a lot of people in the comment section was saying, you know, the fuck kind of lawyer does Boosie have, and that I could be a lawyer potentially. Now, obviously, I can't give legal advice, but Boosie got pissed off about this whole situation and actually hit me up on Instagram about it, and then blocked me right after. So Boosie said, "Damn, Jake, I see what you want, LOL. I'm facing 20 years. Get the fuck out of here. But you Vlad boy, so I expect that out of you," which is crazy for him to say. This is what I said back. The charge you got is up to 20 years in Texas. Man, I just gave you the best defense in my video, which is the video I just showed y'all. Right. I said, you Vlad boy too, stop that shit. You the one that got me on Vlad TV. Boosie's the one that did that. My name got brought up in a Boosie interview, and Boosie was like, Vlad, you need to get 1090 on here. And that's literally, that's how I met Vlad. That's how me and Vlad, he was the bridge. And now he's like, oh, you're Vlad's boy. You're taking Vlad's side, because they started their little fucking back and forth beef shit because Boosie wanted more money, whatever, right? So Boosie says, thought you was different. Y'all podcasters will do anything for clicks, even if you know it will hurt a ninja in court. Anyways, I said, ain't nothing I said gonna hurt your case. Saying you're facing up to 20 years is a fact from your charge. Your lawyer said on TV, you did it, defending someone else. And you hit me ASAP about that BG shit, but ain't said nothing when he just did an interview talking about he testified in front of a grand jury so he wouldn't go to jail. So this is the thing, right? Boosie picked his favorite. At the end of the day, when the whole shit about BG's paperwork came out, Boosie hit my DMs immediately and was like, yo, you need to fix that. I'm like, fix what? The fuck you mean fix it? And he's like, oh, you saying BG testified? His paperwork says he testified. It's a fucking fact. You know what I'm saying? And all this time goes by after, you know, the snitching rumors calmed down because BG didn't respond because he was in a halfway house. And then BG went and did an interview saying, yeah, I testified because otherwise I would have went to jail. I didn't hear Boosie say a goddamn thing about that.
Shit.
But let's jump into this federal situation because Boosie blocked me over that situation, but honestly, I don't give a fuck. Now, according to Say Cheese, federal prosecutors are seeking to revoke Boosie's supervised release following a May 2026 aggravated assault arrest in Houston. This jeopardizes his prior sentence of time served and 3 years of supervised release for a 2023 federal gun conviction. Now, if y'all don't remember, Boosie was out in Cali and linked up with, I think, some Crips or some shit to do a music video, and he had a gun in like behind his waistband, like it was a 90s movie or something, right? And he's got the gun back there, and one of the fucking dudes from Cali was on live, and the police were watching his live and saw Boosie with the gun. And that's how Boosie got caught. Because one of the fucking Crips or whatever the fuck they were supposed to be was on live at the music video shoot. Oh, we got Boosie in this bitch. And he got Boosie indicted. Stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life. Now, court documents state a security guard was escorting a woman outside of a Houston area nightclub in 2026 when he was hit over the head with an object, felt blood, blah, blah, blah. Investigators said Boosie left the scene before they could speak with him. A warrant was issued for aggravated assault. Boosie appeared in court early June and was granted an $85,000 bond. But the feds are having an issue with this because probation supervisors in California added that Boosie was in Houston without prior permission from the court. They allege Boosie was a headliner at Dome nightclub without requesting approval from his probation officer, a required condition of his supervised release. And results from a drug test also show Boosie tested positive for weed in January of 2026. So this is the thing, right? Even though Boosie is 43 years old, Boosie still acts like he's in his 20s. Like the man, you caught a federal gun case, and instead of going to federal prison, you got basically probation, and then went to a club and allegedly cracked somebody with a fucking hookah.
Tweaking.
Risking your entire freedom again, which is the most stupidest fucking.
Boosie 45, 47, old as fuck, man, doing all this shit, nigga. Your ass supposed to be sitting down, you know what I'm saying, watch your grandkids, you know what I'm saying, you know, play around, all that type of shit. Your ass, man, I tell you, boy, I fucking tell you.
Thing I've ever heard, because it's like, how many chances do you need? And then if you get locked up, you blame the system.
Yeah, right.
But you got caught with weed in your system,
Stupid
and you're
ass.
just catching cases back to fucking back. Like, you can't even help it.
Hey, don't blame, you don't blame nobody, you blame everybody else. You know what I'm saying? For what the shit that you did, you blame everybody else. You don't want to, you know what I'm saying, be like, damn. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I did do this shit. You don't want to hold no, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, bro. God damn, I forgot the word I was looking for. Let us go.
Now, Megan Cuniff would also post saying Boosie is in trouble again in this federal gun case. A judge in January sentenced the rapper, legal name Torrance Hatch, to 3 years probation. Now, his probation officer wants him arrested and imprisoned after he was booked in Houston last month for aggravated assault. Mr. Hatch was scheduled as a headliner at Dome May 23rd and 24th. Hatch did not request approval from his assigned probation officer, nor the court for out-of-district travel. The standard condition that Boosie was sentenced to is the defendant must not knowingly leave the federal judicial district where the defendant is authorized to reside without first getting permission from the court or probation officer. On or about May 24th, he left the federal jurisdiction and traveled to Texas. Grounds for revocation, whatever. As to allegation number 2, I have received and reviewed the violation letter prepared by the U.S. Probation Office in the Northern District of Georgia and the criminal complaint from Houston. So the feds, they're strict, right? Like you can't, Boosie lives somewhere near Atlanta or in Atlanta, one or the other, right? So he's allowed to be there. But to go to other states, he needs permission. You have to tell these people beforehand. They're flat out saying, look, not only was he on supervised release, he left without permission, he's already got caught smoking weed, and he just caught a serious violent felony in a whole nother city.
Tweaking.
Mr. Hatch appears before the court on serious allegation involving a violent offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. As such, his overall adjustment to supervision is considered poor. Mr. Hatch's supervision has been met with some progression and numerous setbacks. On January 15th, he submitted a piss test and it came back positive for cannabis. When confronted with the results, he admitted that he used marijuana prior to the start of his supervision term. On January 29th, he submitted another test which was still positive for marijuana. However, when confronted with the results, he declined making a written or verbal statement. At the time of sentencing, the court imposed a special condition with the order that Hatch complete 300 hours of community service. Approximately 6 months into the term of supervision, the client has made no measurable progress towards satisfying the outstanding 300-hour community service obligation, which is crazy. Because your boy Tip, who you did an album with, was all over the fucking TV doing Crime Stoppers for his community service. So if you need help, call 1-800-CALL-TIP. You can ask T.I., how did you get your community service done? Because T.I. magically got away with machine guns and silencers and got like a year and a day in the feds, and fucking that was that. So, you know, if you need help with your community service, you can always call Tip. Now Boosie would respond back because that's what he does. We don't really know Boosie for being quiet about anything. He said, just talked to my PO and he found the email for me to travel to Houston. He said it was at the bottom of the paper under the flights and he overlooked it. He also said he would not count this as a violation. Score. That's a win. I've had over 50 shows since being on papers and I've went through the right process to notify my PO on every show. And yes, I had marijuana in my system when I got on papers. Every test after that shows that I'm drug free. I get tested all the time and I'm always crystal clean. I'm not stupid. My probation officer has been fair to me throughout this process. It's the people over him who have problems with me. They asked him to ask me would I sign a piece of paper saying he can record our conversations, and I said hell no, I will not sit back and let these people drag my name. I have several hours of community service completed. I've been doing great on federal probation. Me and my attorneys are working to get this other case dismissed, and here's proof of my email to travel to Houston. And Boosie would actually show the email, which is basically like his flight shit, I guess. Or these are all the different things that he was going to do. Okay, so this is the club flyer to Dome. So we got to be fair, bro. It sounds like Boosie got his shit together. He's saying, yeah, when I got on probation, I tested dirty, but after that, I didn't have anything in my fucking system. I actually do have some hours of community service, and my probation officer is the one that fucked up because he didn't scroll down far enough to see I did ask for permission. That seems to make sense.
Yeah.
But to be honest, it isn't the lack of community service. It isn't the old piss test. It isn't the fact that you didn't ask for permission and then you're showing that you actually did. That isn't what's going to send him to the feds. What could send him to the feds is the fact that he caught a violent felony in Houston while on supervised federal release.
Damn.
And this would indicate Boosie is looking at 18 to 24 months in federal prison after managing to avoid any prison when U.S. District Court Judge Kathy Anthony Bensavengo sentenced him in January. A grade B violation with criminal history category 5 establishes an imprisonment range of 18 to 24 months. So that means Boosie could potentially get 2 years for catching a case in Texas. And that doesn't like figure out any of the Texas shit. He still has to fight the Texas case. So, you know, if worst came to worst, and I don't wish this on him by any means, Boosie could end up getting 2 years in the feds and then also end up getting anywhere from fucking nothing to 20 years in Texas State Prison.
Damn.
I highly doubt it would happen like that, but let's just say 5 years, right? That's insane time. It really is. 43 years old, you catch 5 years in prison, bro. On top of the 2 he would have to serve in the feds, it's going to be at 85%, so it's not going to be the full 24 months, obviously. And I don't even think Texas you have to serve the full amount of time. Either way, motherfuckers ain't trying to do a year in a day.
Bro.
You know how much money you can miss out on in one fucking month? And regardless of the little minor differences me and Boosie have, still a fan. I grew up on his shit. You know what I'm saying? I literally grew up on his music. My first time smoking purple, I was listening to Smoking on Purple. You know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up on Boosie as much of fucking Florida did. As soon as I came down here, 13 years old, bro. So it's like, I'll always look up to Boosie in that sense. But then again, I'm not 13 anymore. I'm 31 years old, you know? So it's like, I can see things for what it is now. And now I judge him as a man instead of being a fucking teenager looking at him as a rapper. You know what I'm saying? I don't wish any of this shit to come true. I don't fucking, the feds sound like they're just playing a dirty ass game at the end of the fucking day. As far as the hookah case goes, I genuinely didn't see him in the video doing a goddamn thing. So unless there's a different type of video out, because obviously the victim is gonna pick him because that's where you're gonna get the cash from at the end of the day. Everything is a cash grab, bro. You know, I made one video back to somebody who just got their whole channel deleted for some other shit. And from the one video I made back to the 77 videos they made on me, they were like, oh, I'm gonna sue you now. So it's just like, that's the thing. There's a lot of people that are, oh, you ain't like that, you ain't this, you ain't that, hit me. And if you're dumb enough to hit them, they're gonna try to sue you, bro, because they don't got nothing going on. It's just the reality of the type of people we fucking deal with.
Shit, they ain't got nothing to live for, so shit, they go ahead so I can get some money, goddamn.
So
Bro.
I don't think Boosie actually did it, but that's the confusing thing, is his lawyer was like, he did. He was defending his niece, and then it's like, well, fuck. If he did it, he fucking did it. What is there to argue? Like, it was self-defense with a hookah? Like, that's where shit gets fucking tricky. And again, because of the statement the lawyer made, I don't see how the feds wouldn't be able to use that. Look, his defense in Texas is saying he did it in self-defense. Texas is saying it wasn't self-defense. That's why he's charged with it. So we're gonna violate him and give him 18 to 24 fucking months. I think it's bullshit. I don't agree with it. If he gets locked up, it's free Boosie. You're lame for blocking me, but I forgive you. It ain't like we talk like that anyways. It doesn't really make a fucking difference. But hey, it's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all, or y'all rocking with me. Till next time.
I think I always getting into some shit, man. Your ass supposed to be sitting out somewhere. God damn it.
You want?
Yeah, I think that's it, chat. Alright. I'm out of here though, man. Hit that like and subscribe, man. Out of here, chat.